Hello and welcome to the Queber channel. I'm Jason, your host. Last night I was talking to friends on Discord and they were talking about how much time off they get at work and things like that. And I mentioned I have every day off, 356 days. I was just joking. And one of my friends pointed out, no, you work every single day of your life. And they're right. As someone who's disabled, the challenges you face, and everybody is unique, you don't ever get a day off. You don't ever get a day off from the coping strategies that you've got to use to survive. You never get a day where you won't have to do more just to be equal to everyone else. Things that a neurotypical, a normal person doesn't even have to think about, like getting up in the morning, having a shower, having a wash, brushing teeth, making breakfast, maybe even popping to the local shop for a loaf of bread, remembering to take a medication. All these things that are normal and you don't even have to think about. Putting your shoes on, lacing them up, choosing your clothes to wear, brushing your hair. All the basics of life that a neurotypical person does without even really any kind of bandwidth usage can be insurmountable challenges every day. You only have a certain amount of bandwidth per day to do these things. And remember, everybody who's disabled is unique. I can only talk from my experiences and what I know. But from the moment I wake up in the morning to the moment I go to bed, a set of coping strategies help me live my life. Help me deal with day-to-day things. To keep me going, so I actually do get something done. Because sometimes it's so easy to just do nothing. And yeah, I will have days where the only thing I do will be to listen to a friend on Discord, talk to them, and that's about it. But you'll think to yourself, oh, how can that be like me going to work and doing a job? Well, let me go through a few of the things. Eating. Most of you eat without having to think about it. I have to force myself to eat. Why do I have to force myself to eat? Because my brain says, okay, you're living alone. You're sitting at your desk or sitting downstairs and you've got your food. Now, what happens if you choke on your food? And you're living alone. You could fall over and choke and die because food goes down the wrong hole. Now remember, this has only happened to me a couple of times in my life. I think everybody's had it happen to them when water's gone down the wrong hole or something like that. And it's horrible. My brain fixated on that. That's one of the many things that it keeps in my mind all the time. Whenever I eat, I have to force myself to eat when I'm alone. I know I need to eat. I know I've got to have my routine and I've got to do this, especially with the other problems I face. I can't not eat. But part of my brain in the background is always saying, will this be the time that you die? And I have to create a set of coping strategies to deal with that. Automatic responses that I will give to my brain. When I eat, I have to make sure that I know exactly how many steps and how much time it will take me to get to the front door, unlock the front door, and get out of the house so someone can help me without being able to breathe. Scary, huh? Scary, yeah. Imagine having to function and having that. That's not a nice thing. Now that's just one example of the thousands and thousands of coping strategies that I have to have in place to be independent and function in this house. When I get up in the morning, the first thing I have to do is ask my Echo Dot what day it is. I have to ask it 10, 20 times before it will stick in my head. Just in case there's something that I have to do on a specific day. I then, when I get up, the first thing I do is get my Audible book and turn it on and listen to my latest Audible book, because that gives me a low-level noise, a low-level entertainment that my brain can latch onto, so that I don't sit at my bed and not move for 3 hours. That I don't walk from my bedroom to the door of my bedroom and notice that, oh, that cupboard, what's in that cupboard? Let's open it up, let's take everything out, let's sort it out, let's make it all clean and put it on. And this will interrupt my normal things. I have to make sure that I get from my bedroom to the bathroom, because otherwise I can forget to go to the bathroom. I can forget to go to the toilet. I can actually, it's so hard for a neurotypical person to understand, but I can become constipated or wet myself, have an accident, because my brain got so distracted that it forgot that I needed to use the toilet. So having the Audible book on in the back keeps it low level, and this concentrates my mind a little bit, so I can go around and do stuff. Some other people it's music and so on. For other people it's a mantra that they keep saying in their head. And so these are just tiny little things. Most of my coping strategies are so automatic that thankfully I don't have to think about them all the time. But yeah, a disabled person never has a day off. Never stops fighting, never stops. From the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed, a disabled person is at work. and they just have to try and make sure that they've always got their coping strategies to help them. This is Jason for the Quebec Channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful, splendiferous day.